Welcome to Star Snip Gossip. Kevin Hart built one of the biggest entertainment empires in Hollywood, but now that empire is reportedly showing serious cracks behind the scenes. Reports are exploding online claiming Hartbeat, Kevin Hart's media company, is dealing with layoffs, lawsuits, executive exits, canceled projects, and internal chaos that nobody saw coming. And honestly, for a company that was once hyped as the future of comedy and entertainment, the situation sounds messy. What makes this story even crazier is how fast Kevin Hart's empire grew. Over the last few years, Kevin transformed himself from just a comedian into a full business machine. Movies, stand-up tour, podcasts, commercials, production deals, streaming projects, branding partnerships, he was everywhere. Hartbeat was reportedly valued at hundreds of millions of dollars, and people were calling Kevin Hart one of the smartest businessmen in entertainment. But now, according to multiple reports, things inside the company may not be nearly as stable as they looked from the outside. Reports claim the company quietly went through rounds of layoffs, with employees allegedly blindsided by cuts happening behind the scenes. Some insiders reportedly described morale inside the company as extremely low, while others allegedly claimed departments were struggling as projects slowed down. There are also rumors that certain productions connected to the company were delayed, canceled, or quietly disappeared during development. And then there's the executive drama. Reports say several high-level executives and division leaders either exited the company or were pushed out during internal restructuring. That immediately raised red flags online because when top executives suddenly start leaving a media company at the same time, people automatically assume something bigger is happening behind closed doors. Social media users are now speculating that Hartbeat may have expanded too quickly and is now dealing with the pressure of maintaining such a massive operation during a rough entertainment economy. Another major talking point is the reported lawsuits and legal disputes connected to former executives and business relationships. Details are still developing, but reports claim there have been tensions involving contracts, management disagreements, and internal conflict. Online gossip pages are already framing this as Kevin Hart's empire unraveling in real time, and the internet has completely run with that narrative. One thing people keep bringing up is Kevin Hart's massive business deal involving Authentic Brands Group. Some reports claim that after parts of Kevin Hart's brand business were tied into larger corporate structures, employees allegedly became concerned about changes happening internally. Rumors online are suggesting that the company may have started shifting priorities away from creative projects and more toward corporate survival and restructuring. Again, these are reports and allegations circulating online, but the speculation is getting louder by the day. And let's be honest, the timing makes this even more shocking. Kevin Hart publicly looked unstoppable. While other comedians faded out, Kevin kept leveling up. He had movies, endorsements, streaming partnerships, fitness brands, podcasts, and global tour happening all at once. So seeing headlines about layoffs and company turmoil feels completely opposite to the image fans were seeing online. That contrast is exactly why this story is blowing up so hard right now. Social media is also split on the situation. Some people are blaming the overall Hollywood slowdown and the collapse happening across streaming companies. Others are saying celebrity-owned media companies expanded way too aggressively during the streaming boom and are now paying the price. But critics online are being way harsher, saying Kevin Hart may have stretched himself too thin, trying to become a billionaire-level mogul while balancing comedy, acting, touring, and running a giant media company all at the same time. There are even rumors circulating that Kevin Hart stepped back from some day-to-day involvement while focusing heavily on outside projects and performances. That speculation fueled even more online debate, with some critics questioning whether Hartbeat became too dependent on Kevin Hart's personal brand to survive long-term without constant direct involvement from him. The internet is especially obsessed with the hidden collapse angle because from the outside everything still looked polished. Kevin Hart was still posting success online, still appearing in movies, still touring, still smiling in interviews. Meanwhile, reports were allegedly describing internal instability behind the scenes. That disconnect is exactly the kind of story that explodes online because people love hearing about what's happening behind celebrity empires when the cameras are off. Now people are waiting to see whether this is just a temporary rough patch for Hartbeat or the beginning of something much bigger. Because in Hollywood, Once stories about layoffs, lawsuits, executive departures, and internal chaos start stacking together, the internet immediately starts asking whether an empire is collapsing. And right now, that's exactly the conversation surrounding Kevin Hart.